So we finally did it, guys. We pulled the plugs out of this thing. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you already know this. I'm actually making this intro to this video, probably a week after I actually pulled the plugs. But I did put a picture of the plugs on Instagram about a week ago. Just now getting around to making the video. We've had a lot going on around here, guys. But anyway, you guys wanted to see what kind of damage the nitrous did to this thing. And I'm just going to quit talking and roll the footage. All right, everybody wants to see the spark plugs. I don't need to see the spark plugs. I already know what the spark plugs are going to look like. They're going to be burnt to hell. If you don't know what's going on, I urge you to go back and check out the video where we sprayed the shit out of this thing with nitrous. We tried our dangdest to blow this thing up. It would not blow up. I think ultimately what happened was the spark plugs just kind of burnt out, probably burnt some straps off of them or whatever. So in that video, there were so many comments. Everybody was like, pull the plugs, let's see the plugs, let's see the plugs. So I've decided that's what I'm going to do. We're going to pull the plugs out of it. I'm going to show you what I'm pretty sure is going to be some melted spark plugs. And then I think what I'm going to do is go to the store, get a set of just cheap auto light plugs and put them in and see if this thing still runs. I'm pretty sure it's still going to run because I'm pretty sure all that happened is we just melted the plugs down. But I'm going to go ahead, pull these plugs out, and I'll show them to you. Okay, guys. So here is our Carnage. This is the front of the engine. So this is 135. I'm not sure how they're labeled on this V6, but we got 135, and then on the passenger side we have 246. And as you can see, 1 and 2 still have the straps on them, and 6 still has the strap on, and 6 looks just really, really rich. If you guys remember, I had to limp this car back onto the trailer. I had to like 2-foot it to keep it running. But you can see 3, 5, and number 4 here, every one of them. Here, I'll just pull this one out for a closer look. The ground strap is completely melted off. The ceramic down in there is just gone, like shattered. And all 3 of them that happened like that. Yeah, look at that, guys. You can see the ground strap. See, that's not broken, guys. That is freaking melted. You can see the globular right there. So this is what happens when you spray a copious amount of nitrous and you don't have your engine set up for it. Like, I pulled 0 timing. I didn't, and honestly, guys, I want to talk about that. That is most likely the reason this was not holding the nitrous. Like I said, I urge you to go back and watch that video. If you haven't seen the video, it's in the Chaos Theory playlist. But you know, I didn't do anything to this car to get it ready for the nitrous. We probably had 87 or 89 octane gas in it. I don't know how old. The gas that was in it was probably at least 6 months old. No idea about that. What I do know is the previous owner had just put these plugs in it and changed the spark plug wires, distributor cap, and rotor button. They were all brand new. Because they changed all that before they figured out that the head gasket was leaking. So anyway, I didn't do anything, guys. I didn't back the timing out. I didn't change the gap on the plugs, and that's probably why it wouldn't hold the nitrous. The smart thing for me to do is I should have probably pulled a couple degrees of timing out, and then you know, pulled all these plugs out and closed the gap on them about 10 or 15 thousandths. But I didn't feel like it, guys. I just wanted to spray the heck out of it and see what happens, and that's what we did. But I know the real question on everybody's mind is, was the engine damaged at all? So if I go and just put a new set of plugs in here, will it run? I think the answer is yes. I'm going to go to the store, grab the cheapest plugs I can find, because we're not going to sink much more time or money into the engine that's in here. We're getting ready for our LS swap. I have already, guys, I've been ordering parts for about a month now. I'm actually out of money at the moment, so I am getting ready to go ahead and swap this thing. But for now, I'm going to go to AutoZone, grab the cheapest plugs I can find, come back and put it in, get the wifey to crawl in from through the trunk here, and see if this thing runs. Side note, you'll notice I have still not pulled it off the trailer yet because I didn't feel like pushing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what I have done is I went to the store and I made a decision. You know, I kind of got to thinking about it, and I was like, we might want to spray this thing again before we actually pull the drivetrain out of it for the swap. So what I did is I actually went and I bought one heat range colder. This actually takes, well, in cheap ass piece of shit auto light plug world, it takes a 24. So I went one heat range colder to a 25, and I have already went through and gapped all of these plugs at 30. So stock gap on this engine is 45. So I went ahead, gapped these all down to 30. That way, if we do decide we want to maybe spray another bottle through it just to have some fun before we actually pull the engine out, hopefully it'll hold a little more nitrous this time. So what I'm going to do at this point, I don't want to make this a super long video. I'm just going to put these in and we're going to start this thing up, see if it runs. If it does, then we'll get it off the trailer. And new revelation, I was wrong. The engine is in fact hurt. We got it off the trailer. I'm not sure what I did to it, but after I put the new spark plugs in, you could see in the video, we fired it up. It seemed to be running okay at first. After a second, it started spitting, sputtering, and it sounds like it's running on about, I don't know, probably 4 cylinders, maybe 3. So yeah, guys, it definitely did more to it than just melt down the spark plugs. Exactly what it did to it, I don't know. Don't really care. That engine's coming out anyway. Yeah, I think we're done playing with it. So what I'm going to do, I think, is just leave the engine and transmission in it right now while I continue buying parts and start looking for a engine to put in here. And that's just so that the car remains mobile, so I don't have to push it around or any of that bull crap. You know, if I need to move it, to say get the Corvette in here or the Camaro or whatever, I can just start it up and move it. But yeah, it's got no power, guys. I was actually going to do like a ride along video because I thought everything was fine, so I was going to take it down the road and take you guys with me, but I floored it and it just cracked and popped and sputtered. So I don't know, guys. Something's definitely wrong with it. What's wrong with it, I don't really care. That's where we're at. Like I said earlier, though, I don't want this video to be tremendously long, so I'm just going to touch on a few things and get this over with. The next order of business that we have is most likely going to be putting this shift kit in the China Vet. So once we get this shift kit in, we'll be taking the China Vet back to the track and trying for that 6-second time slip again. And I also want to let you guys know, most of you are not here for the product reviews, at least not the non-performance product reviews, but I am currently sitting on a few packages. There will be some product reviews coming. If you guys aren't interested in them, I'm sorry, but I kind of got to do them because I'm kind of obligated to the companies that sent me the product. So you may not even see some of them. Some of these reviews, I wanted to take a second and let you guys know something, okay? I do a lot more product reviews than what you guys see, but here's the issue. When I do a product review, 99% of the companies that I do the product reviews for, they request to see the video before I publish the video. And if they don't like the video, or I'll just say this, guys, I've never published a negative review, and that's the problem. Those are the ones you guys don't see, because most of the time when they send me a product, they ask me to review it, and I'm going to be honest. If I don't like the product, I'm going to be honest and say I don't like it. Well, what happens then is the company is like, no, we don't want that video published. I don't publish the video, and that's the last thing I hear from that particular company. But that's why sometimes if you guys mention a product in the comments, or sometimes I know it's happened a couple times on the live feed, you guys have brought up certain products and I've been like, I kind of don't want it. Well, a lot of the time that's because I have actually already reviewed those products and I know they're garbage. I mean, that's I'm just telling you, you didn't see the videos because the companies didn't want the videos published, and it's kind of the agreement that I wouldn't publish the videos unless they gave me permission to publish them. They do send me the free or discounted price product sometimes, so yeah. Anyway, that's what's up with that, guys. I get stuff sent to me all the time. They're wanting me to review it. I have to review it. Sometimes when you see like a 2-week gap in between videos, it's because I actually did a video, but you guys just never saw it because, again, the company that I did the video for wasn't too happy that I didn't like their product and they didn't want it upload. So guess what? Robert goes a whole week without a video that week. But anyway, now you guys know. I just wanted to kind of get that out in the open because I know there were some comments made about the cup holder video that I did a few days ago, and honestly, I liked it, guys, and that's why the video's on the channel now, because I like the product. And I realize those type of videos are not going to get many views on this channel because that's not why you guys are here, but it helps me out. I get to try stuff out. It gives me some content somewhere down the road. Sometimes those videos do end up blowing up. I did, and we've actually got another LED light video coming. Like I did an aux beam video, and initially when I uploaded it, it got like 150 views. Like nobody watched that video. And then all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, it blew up and got like 4,000 views in like 2 weeks. And so now aux beam is sending me some of their newer products to review. So that's pretty cool. But that's the deal with the review videos, guys. I don't always do them. But I obligate myself to do them, so I have to. I hope you guys can understand that. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know we are going to get started on this shift kit for the China vet soon. I'm actually hoping to bring the vet in maybe by the end of this week and get started on that. I'm going to kind of do a how-to video, take you guys through it step by step. So if you want to see how to install one of these HD2 kits in a 4L60E transmission, well, there'll be a video for that. But for now, I've rambled on enough. You guys have seen what the spark plugs look like, so you can stop blasting me with, hey, are you going to pull those plugs? You're going to pull those plugs? Now you know the spark plugs did get melted down, but there is also some kind of internal damage to the engine. It's running like crap. So that's pretty much going to be it for the Nitrous V6 days with the Camaro. Next footage you see of that Camaro will most likely be the engine and transmission coming out and us prepping it for the new LS that's going in it. So with that being said, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks again for watching. Now get out in the garage, get something done, and I'll see you next time here on Bad Luck Garage.